All right. My name is Cheryl Grabowski. I'm the Narc Slayer. I showed up in the YouTube streets approximately, it's been about 4 or 5 years since I've been talking about narcissists, okay? Today, I shared some information on the medical, the mental health foundation, I guess it was, in Canada. Some professional psychiatrists and psychologists said that our president is a malignant narcissist, okay? So we want to find out exactly what a malignant narcissist is. We know the behavior, we see what he's doing, okay? This channel is all about real life. I call it a life class, okay? And it'd be a lot of good stuff going on. It'd be a lot of positive stuff going on that is real. There's some negative stuff that's going on that is real. Our country is going through something that we've never gone through before, because basically we have billionaires as our leaders of this country, okay? We have billionaires who are in charge. All right, so we're going to look at the definition for malignant narcissist and get this live going. As you come in, please hit the like button. I would certainly appreciate it. Okay, malignant. All right, malignant narcissism. Okay. Malignant narcissism is a severe and potentially dangerous form of narcissistic personality disorder, NPD. People with malignant narcissism are manipulative. The first word they put down here, people with malignant narcissism are manipulative. They are aggressive and lack empathy for others. They may use violence or manipulation or both to achieve their goals. So just in case if anybody ever thought that the Grabowski is a malignant narcissist, there is no violence with me. There is no violence. I only been in one fight in my entire life. And that was when I was like 10 years old. One fight. But no, I have no desire to hit or to be hit. That's just always been a deal breaker in my life. But they say that the first trait is manipulation. Manipulating. If you're a manipulator, then you need somebody to manipulate. The people that the president is manipulating are the poor whites and the whites that hate blacks. Two groups of whites. So that's who he's manipulating. Malignant narcissists are aggressive. I think about the way that he roll up on some of them presidents, because he towers over a lot of them because he's so big and barley. Aggressive. I've been talking about mental illness for years. I had a client today that came in. She doesn't come in often. She has a daughter who's in college. I've been doing her hair over 35 years. And she and I were talking about narcissists and narcissism. My spiritual mentor told me one day, she said, Cheryl, I learned about narcissism through you. Me and Bruce, we talk all the time. He's another person that learned about narcissism through me. Before my mother died, she said, you're on your channel and you say something about some word, she said, and it starts with the N. Do you think I'm one? So I taught my mother about narcissism. My children learned about narcissism through me. It's lots of people on YouTube and people that are in my real life, and we all have been brought to the awareness that narcissism is a big problem. It's a big problem. Now we have it in the White House. And we see that under the leadership of a narcissist, there's no peace, there's no rest, and there's no resolve. We see that. The whole country is seeing it at the same time. Now, the other day, him and them, the billionaires, they made a whole lot of money. A whole lot of money. When the stock market, when the Dow dropped all the way down, it plummeted severely. When it did, him and his billionaire friends went over there and bought up all those stocks. Then he stopped, check this out, the tariffs on the different countries, on Canada and some of the other people. He stopped it. And then, hey, Nick, and then all the stocks and stuff went up. And they made billions of dollars. That's just one of the perks of being the president. You can manipulate the Dow. Because you can just take your authority as the president and then undo what you did to make it go down. And then you and your friends go in there and get a whole, hey, Sonya, you and your friends go over there and buy up all the shares. Buy it all up because everybody done pulled out. And then y'all make a whole bunch of money. Okay, Sonya, how's your mama doing? Y'all make a whole bunch of money. That's like inside trading. Now, is that ethical to do? No. But can he do it? Yes. Who gonna check him? Nobody. So all this time he's been going to the rallies, talking to the poor whites and the white supremacists and the skinheads and all of that. All the time while he's doing that, he got in the back of his mind, I know what I can do to go in there, become president, and make a whole bunch of money. That's what he has in his mind that he's going to do. This is crazy. And then we brag about being the smartest, the most progressive country in the world. And we don't even know what a malignant narcissist is. We don't even know. We don't even recognize narcissism when we see it. We are degreed down to the ground. We have all kind of degrees. We have all kinds of certifications. We know a whole lot. Hey, Daisy. We know a whole lot, but we don't know about narcissism, though. We know a whole lot about everything, but we don't even know that there are certain personality types that we should not, and therefore we should not vote for people who have those personality types because they're going to hurt people. If you are a public servant, if you work for the people, if you've been voted in as a person who speaks for the people, and you don't really speak for the people, you're speaking for yourself. You have your own agenda. What they call that? He has his own interest. A conflict of interest is what they call it. Because he's saying that he wants to be president, But the real reason why he wants to be president is so he can go in there and manipulate things and make money overnight. The people in the Congress, the House, the Senate, and the judicial branch, nobody knows that he's a malignant narcissist. Nobody knows that. Nobody knows that he's a malignant narcissist. See you tomorrow, Phil. Nobody knows. People just think, oh, he's big and barley and he's braggadocious. No, he's severely mentally ill. He's a liar and a manipulator, pathological. They say he's a pathological narcissist. So also a pathological liar. Well, sure, Grabowski, how much damage could a pathological liar do? Oh, pathological liar could do the most damage. How much damage could a pathological liar do, Cheryl? Oh, they can do a whole lot of damage. Because they can tell lies. And then if the people that he's telling the lies to, if they believe it, then they feel some type of way about it. And whatever you feel about emotionally, you bring about. Does it have to be true, Cheryl? Well, why would he lie, Cheryl? Why would he lie and not tell the truth? Because he's mentally ill. He doesn't know the truth from a lie. He doesn't know what's reality from the fantasy. He's mentally ill. He does not have what they call he does not have a moral GPS. I heard somebody say today at the salon, she said that she was woke up in the middle of the night and she's been praying. And she said she's been praying for him. My thing is, why? Why pray for him? It's not going to change. Your prayers will not work with him. You cannot reverse pathological narcissism. You can't cast it out. You can't pray it out. That's just like if somebody cut your leg off, you're not going to grow. It's not going to grow back. I don't want anybody thinking that you can cure malignant narcissism, because you cannot. Just like you can't grow a fucking leg back. Okay? You can't. And the thing is, people say, oh, well, Cheryl, well, I know God told me to pray for him. I don't care. Well, God didn't tell you that, first of all. I'm sorry that you believe it. But there's no cure for what he has. And he's not the only one. There's a lot of people walking around like that. It's been so many years since I started this journey of realizing that mostly all of the pain and all the shit that I had gone through in my life was behind people who were just and people not knowing it, but people who were just mentally and emotionally sick. Right? I told y'all I come from a narcissistic family. I've said it so many times I can't even count. And also a family of emotional dysregulation, and as well as a lot of people that I've seen in my lifetime and been around. And the whole time we're praying over it, we're putting oil over it. It's not going to fix it. It's not going to help it. It's not going to fix it. It's not going to work. And that's what I was telling the lady today when we were talking at the salon. It's not going to work. And as long as we think that those kinds of things will fix it, it'll never get better. I just want to say, as far as, oof, I hate this chair. Hold on, y'all. Jesus. I hate this chair so bad. I need some new kitchen chairs. because we done set the cushions on these chairs. Okay. Oh, let me, damn, how do I do that? No, it just gave me the option to share. There it is. No, I was getting to share my live to the Facebook, but, the price that we pay, all of us are paying a price for not realizing that this man is not well. People say that this man is, she said, that this man is the Antichrist. This man is not the Antichrist. This man is mentally ill. I just need everybody to use the right type of verbiage. I need people to understand what's going on, and I need you to understand it and to speak correctly about it. This man is, he's sick. Well, he can't stop lying. Well, his brain is broke. He has a broke brain. It's not just people say that he's lying. It's not just that he's lying. His brain is broke. He's speaking that which he believed, but it's not reality. It's not real. It's, to be honest with you, it's very sad, but he's not the only one. We have people in our lives that are that way. We have people right here on YouTube that are that way. So, malignant narcissism. So the president of Canada said that they're going to call a meeting for the leaders, and also they're going to have a meeting with their military. Because basically what he's saying is that this person is sick mentally. He's unhinged, and there ain't no telling as life changes, there is no telling what's going to happen and what he'll do. But I want to say, for all of us that are on the live, all of this could have been controlled. None of this had to be so. It didn't have to be. Back in the beginning when they were debating, and I thought it was the funniest thing ever. I ain't gonna lie. But I come from a narcissistic family, so you know what I'm saying. My sense of humor is a little different. We all were mean, okay? We gave mean, okay? We gave mean. You fuck with me when I was young, you gonna regret it. And I didn't even have to fight you. People were scared of me, and I'm short. But I just come from, my mama was mean, so don't do it. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But we've got to pay attention. This should have never happened. This should have never happened. That man was sick when he was debating. And this is all a lesson for everybody now, because, this will be written in books. This will be part of history. When he was debating up on the stage, and he was dealing with all those people, he was debating all those people. We should have known back in those days that that's not normal. None of those people knew what to do with Trump. You know what I'm saying? He would insult them. He cared nothing about their degrees. Hey, Poops, I didn't know you were in here. He cared nothing about their degrees. He cared nothing about their expertise. He cared nothing. He gave no fucks about any of it. Narcissism. They couldn't figure out what was going on because they didn't know how to think like him. They didn't know that his brain was broke. And all of the ways that they manipulated other people, or whatever they did with others, it wasn't going to work on him. Because he got a different type of brain. We've got to start paying attention. As me and my client talked, she was like, Cheryl, ever since you started talking about the narcissism, like, you've taught us so much. Yeah, I've taught lots of people. I don't know why my channel isn't bigger than what it is, but I know why. I know why. I stopped for a minute in the YouTube streets. I stopped by the wrong address. That's why. But anyway, I've influenced a whole lot of people. I just want to let y'all know, because from the conversations that we had today, and then I'm going to show y'all a couple of TikToks, but the conversation that we had today in the salon, I just don't, I had to tell the woman that I was talking to. It was several ones that I was talking to, but one of the ones I was talking to, because she's a minister, and she didn't understand. And it was another one too. But my peers, black women that are a little bit older than me, my generation, don't understand mental illness. We've always said, oh, well, such and such is crazy. But well, child, she crazy. You know what I'm saying? We always use crazy for everything, but this is not that. This is called broke brain. This is called pathological. This is called malignant narcissism. They didn't. They didn't know. They didn't. I remember a preacher told me back in the day, well, I knew something was wrong with him. That's not knowing. That's not knowing. You knew something was wrong with him? No, we need to know what it is. We need to know whether or not a person is bipolar, whether or not they're dealing with the schizophrenia, whether or not they have borderline personality disorder, or whether or not they have malignant narcissism, or a covert narcissist, or a grandiose narcissist. Like, huh? They didn't know. They know now. They know now. I'm sure they were saying, Trump is a little, how people say, how folks say, oh, girl, she crazy. You know what I'm saying? But not really speaking to what's really wrong with the person. Okay, malignant narcissism, what does that mean? It means, first of all, narcissism, not narcissism, NPD. Let's get that right. Not narcissism. Everybody can be a little bit narcissistic. That ain't what we talking about. We talking about the personality disorder, the brain disease. That's what we're talking about. We talking about a person who cannot love. We talking about a person, oh my God, and everything that's being done in the government right now, it's just a reflection of the narcissism. When a person has NPD, this is what they'll do. These are the things that they are capable of. These are the things that they are capable of. Like having people worry to death day and night about whether or not they're going to be able to keep their jobs. Having people worry to death that the country will be injured in a way like we've never seen before. Like that. Having people be fired and lose what they have. And, meanwhile, you're sitting around planning to make as much money as you can. Any person with a healthy brain knows that we all are connected as human beings and that you need other people. Anybody with half a healthy brain knows that, but not a malignant narcissist. It's just like a kid. Children don't understand lots of things, really. Children don't. Like inwardly, like emotionally, they don't. So, whatever happened to him as a child, whatever happened to him as a child that made him that way, the malignant narcissism caused him not to be able to grow and to develop inwardly. So he's stuck. He's forever child. But the thing is, he's not a child. He's a big, old, ugly man. When everybody looks at him, they see a big, old, ugly man. And they're thinking, oh, well, this person is grown. That person is not grown. That person is brain dead, damn near. And we're so busy being spiritual and intuitive and so busy being anointed and got discernment, and we're dealing with people day by day just like him in our real lives. It's not just him. It's your boyfriends, your cousins, your husbands, your aunties. Some of y'all parents are narcissists. Some of y'all pastors are narcissists. That conversation got so heated this morning at the salon. Damn sure did. Because I'm going to tell you right now. And I'm so serious about this. Whether it's a damn politician or a preacher. That narcissism ain't no joke. It's not. And it's terrible. And that's why, so she said, while I was talking, she said, well, what happened to you? Because I know you used to be, a Christian. I said, what happened to me? I got sick of people. I got sick of watching people say one thing and do another. I just got sick of it. Well, that's what happened to me. I'm tired of, I don't want to be in a fantasy. I don't want it. I'm not going to pretend like I'm holy when I know that I'm not. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that to make you think that I'm a good person. I don't want to do that. I don't want to play a role. Hey, Pastor, how you doing? Praise God. Hallelujah. I'm not doing that. I don't want to. But narcissists do that. They played a role for 40 and 50 years. The chances are high, Lady T. But at the same time, your children don't have to be narcissists as long as one of the parents in the house was empathic or a regular person capable of empathy. Hello, Robert. How you doing today? They don't have to be. These narcs are bad news, I swear to God. It's not cool. It's not all right. It's terrible. Like I say, it's not just Trump. It's the people in our lives. Why do you think he resonates with so many people? All different nationalities, too. What's up, Evil Cider? All different nationalities. Y'all hit the like button for me. It doesn't matter if you're different nationalities. It doesn't matter. That narcissism, it works like a magnet. They know each other. Do you see what I'm saying? They know each other. And it resonates with them, to be honest. Even black narcissists, they like Trump. Chinese narcissists, they do too. So forth and so on. Oh, Cheryl, he ain't that bad. Yes, he is that bad. Some of the people in your life are too. They're going to die like that. There's no fix for it. Somebody say, oh, well, sure, I love my narcissist. Okay, well, God bless your heart. But that's really not the real person. It's a shell of that person. The real person, the essence, the person that was born inside that narcissist body, that person is not available to you. You know, I wish I could just fast forward time and we just go into September, October of this year. But even though I want to have my beautiful summer, and I'm going to do my best. I started to just drive out to the beach today. What happened to these people for them to be so evil? Different things happen for them, to them as children, mostly abuse and neglect, trauma. Some people say, oh, well, it's not that bad being with a narcissistic person. Not a narcissistic person. We're not talking about narcissist. No. It's not that bad being with a person with NPD. Yes, it is. It's that bad. Because they don't. Because, no, for two reasons. They don't love you. Period. And then number two, they're going to hurt you. That's why. We've been talking about the president and Elantra and what they want. What do they want? And I said power, control, and red rum. Spelled backwards. I mean, only thing you have to do is just use your imagination. You're dealing with an underdeveloped child inside of a human being who were never able to develop because of the lack of love. So if love is not there, then what is there? Hate. Misery. So I'm just saying, my life, to be honest with y'all, I ain't even gonna lie, I got a wonderful life. I do. You know, I've gone through lots of suffering. I've done it all. Anything that anybody who lived a life with somebody with NPD went through, I went through it. Every bit of it. There are others though, and there's this one particular one that me and a close friend of mine talked about today. That we knew her, well, I met her 35, 36 years ago. Therapy is not going to help, honey. There's no fix for it. I met her. Therapy is not going to help. They'll get inside the therapist's office and manipulate the therapist. Their narcissism won't allow their narcissism won't allow the therapist to get anywhere near that soul that's in there somewhere. They can't let you in. They'll feel like they're dying. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do it. I'm going to tell y'all, for you empathetic people, Lady T, like me, when you get the whole picture of what it really is, it's very sad. It's very sad. But like I said, Like I said, you hoping and praying that the narcissist feel love or give real love back to another person is just like you sitting there praying and going to every minister you can find, and you're waiting one day when your spouse's leg grows back because that leg had to be amputated. Everybody knows, and everybody around you knows that that leg is never going to grow back. That's what the narcissist. And so me and I got to tell y'all the story time that I started, but hold on. Me and my coach, we differ in that way. Hey, Levi. Because I really feel like she doesn't understand. Because while I went through my therapy, my coaching with her, I did my own research. And not only that, I have my own life as a reference point to it. Anybody that I've known in my lifetime, thank you. Hey, Tanya. Anybody that I've known in my lifetime, good evening, Richard, that I was really convinced that they were narcissists, not just that they had narcissistic traits, it never changed. They were that way forever. So when I read down in the DSM that there's no fix for narcissism, what do you think I think? Because I have real life reference to it. And those people didn't change. Now, I would say this. That there were little moments that I saw with one in particular, a certain level of, it looked like self-reflection a little bit. That's what it looked like. But you talking about them being fixed and them healing, It's not just, when we think about psychology, we're thinking about the mind, we're thinking about thoughts and ideas, but it's not just that. Their physical brain is different than yours. Narcissists are scary, Cheryl, because they can come on like normal at first. Yes. You have so much wisdom and knowledge. Your intuition to discernment is always on point. Thank you, Michelle M. They do come on as normal. But if you think about it, you got to think about it. You're dealing with people who know that there's something different about them. I would imagine, too, that they feel like they have a superpower in a way. Because if you think about think about somebody who doesn't have empathy, right? Y'all know how empathy hurts, right? Your feelings and emotions and stuff, and the empathy and the love that you can have for a person, and when they do certain things, it like hurts you inwardly, emotionally, and mentally, and your feelings and stuff. When they don't feel that shit gotta feel like a superpower, like in their mind, look, I'm gonna break up with this person. That's what they're thinking. I'm gonna break up with this person, but I'm on to the next one. While the other person is over there bleeding emotionally, toe up from the flow up. You know what I'm saying? Because they can feel. So for the person who can't, that would I would imagine would make them feel like a superpower. They call that the art of detaching. If you could just detach from a person, and like you've been with this person and you guys are loving on each other, and like two healthy people that are loving on each other, they bond. But you're loving on the person and doing everything physically that other people do, but you're bonding to them and they're not bonding to you, and then they separate from you, you're gonna be hurt. You're the one that's gonna be hurt. It's got to feel like a superpower. That's dangerous for these people to go out and mix in society and hurt innocent people, girl. Yes. He messed out adult kids up. My nervous system is wrecked. Oh, yes, ma'am. I got 4 children. They're still recovering. My oldest son is damaged really bad. These so-called powers are what they use to manipulate every situation. They end up thinking that they and everything they do is right. Their toxic ways really tend to mess with others' minds. Absolutely. Damn sure do. But the reason why I call it a superpower though, because I really feel like that in a sense that's how they feel. The love bomb comes in so that you will attach to them. Y'all know that. Meanwhile, they're not going to attach to you. You right. You've been hurting me since I've been on here. Seneca, leave me alone. Please don't start. I don't know why you always come in this live bothering me. You just hush. Um, yeah, they mess with. Okay, so getting back to now, I could do the story time because it's everything we were talking about. So me and a friend of mine, we were talking, this goes back 35 years. So 35, thank you, Seneca. So 35 years now, she's still, the lady we talking about, she's still with her narcissist. She's about our age. See, back then, I didn't know what narcissism was, right? Of course I didn't. But, I've been in the know now 7 years. And so, I'm deep. I'm deep in it. And she and I were talking. She listened to me. Hey, Ariel. She listened to me. She listened to the channel because she told me today. And she the one brought it up. She said, she said, he's a narcissist. Called the guy's name. And the lady that me and her know. And girl, I just stopped in my tracks. And I could have cried. Because she's still with him. They are devout church members. They have lots of kids. They homeschool the kids. Controlling. The lady that we're talking about, me and my client were talking about, that used to be our friend, she wasn't allowed to work and she was an RN. Her mother sacrificed so much to put her through college, worked 3 jobs, and then she met this man, and the one that we're calling the narcissist. So she's sick. She's been sick for years now. She has onset of early dementia. Her sensory nervous system is fucked up. I remember when I first met her, and she had on sandals and a skirt, an old maid skirt and an old maid type blouse. She had a immune system issue that put big bumps on the back of her neck. Her hair was unkept and very, very kinky and undone. I remember back in those days, 35 years ago. And I'm thinking, me and the client were talking today, he's a fucking narcissist. He's been that the whole time. My friend is ensnared. She'll never get out. The only way she get out is through death. If she pass away, or if he pass away. I remember her mother so mad. She's like, why won't you work? You're an educated woman. And she used to say her husband didn't want her to. So, for all of you guys who have been in a narcissistic relationship and you're out, I'm very proud of you. Congratulations. You are amongst some of the strongest people in the world, because we're survivors and thrivers. But there are a lot of people who will never get out. They will never get out. They're just not strong enough. I know it. I know it. She's not gonna get out. She's not. And today was the first time that me and my friend, because she's a friend of ours, you know what I'm saying? It was the first time that we ever talked about it, you know what I'm saying? I knew that the whole time something was wrong with it. And it was very odd. Now, me knowing about narcissists, whether it's a female narc or not narcissist, but the person with NPD, narcissistic personality disorder, you know, they can't be loyal. You know, they always cheat. They always cheat. They always got another lover somewhere or a string of lovers. They always do. If a man is married to his female narcissist, she got baby daddies, she's sleeping with them. Okay? There's no way that she's going to be completely loyal to her husband. There's no way. What about two narcissists in a relationship? Does it last? Yes, it can last. Please share this live. This is important information that someone needs to hear. Oh, thank you, Tanya. They're always going to cheat. Cheating while lying and sneaking and at the same time hurting your main supply is very fulfilling for the narcissist. You know, all of the bad emotions, the sneaking, the gaslighting, the lying, the talking, the narcissist talking to the person that they're trying to get with, and may even say negative things about you, triangulating them, having a secret where they're fooling around, and both of them, the narcissist and the person that they're cheating with, and the pain that they're gonna cause the main supply, is all food. It's all food. Hey, JCJR. I had chances to cheat on my husband, both husbands. I couldn't do it. I tell people all the time, and they say, Cheryl Grabowski, don't say that. I wish I would have cheated. But I couldn't do it. The thought of having my husband at home and I'm in the bed with another man, I felt that. So I couldn't do it because I felt that. Immediately my mind shows me that being done to me, and so that emotion comes into me, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And that's the part that they don't have. They don't have that. Because when your back is turned, they're going to do that. They're going to do that. They don't have enough internal good stuff not to. Miss Cheryl, I have a question. Are there actual studies on what can and will lead people to gravitate towards being a narcissist? Yes, Richard. Absolutely. Oh my God, there are tons of information. You should go look. You should go look. When I went and looked into DSM about the narcissistic family dynamic, and all narcissists, all families, narcissistic families with a parent or two as narcissists, most of the time it's just one parent and the other one is not. But the families are all ran the same. And it's the same way with the church. To be honest, I was angry with God. Why I wasn't warned about these type of people. You can't be angry with God. The church didn't know about it. 50% of them are narcissists too. I'm just telling you. I hate to say, y'all know I hate to say it, but I have to say it. Lady T, me too. I was angry at God. Really? He lets us find out, but he lets us find out ourselves. That's not what's happening over here on this channel. I tell people because I found out the hard way. The church enables narcissistic behavior. I have seen it too often. Yep, the church is just like the households, the churches are the same, and now our White House. The churches, ooh, 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 honey, they protect their narcissism. It's so bad. Narcissism in ministry. I literally want to write a book about that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's how we get hurt because we were serving under narcissists anyway. For the other conversation that I was having with the two ladies at the salon, one of them is a preacher, one of them is a churchgoer, and then y'all know my history. So the one that's the minister, she was speaking the doctrine, as a good Christian, she spoke the doctrine, how Christ died for our sins and, all of the other stuff that went with it. And she said she was telling the people in the land, that they need to get right with God and repent so they can go to heaven and all of that. There is a psychiatrist called Romani, yes, I love her to death, who speaks about this in depth and intensively. I always listen when you two speak. Oh, girl, don't put me in the same category with Romani. Yes, I listened to her for years. She is very much got 5 or 6 chapters in my book. For real. Um, yeah, what was I saying before that? I'm a bit shocked to hear this God comment. Why are you shocked? Oh, I was talking about, narcissist and ministry. Was I talking about that? Um, yeah, it's real bad. Oh, I know what I was saying. They're the ones that damage us. Because people want to say, Cheryl, because of the relationship between you and your husband and all of that, this is how you left the church. I said, yeah, of course I left the church. I never told you I left God. I said I left the church. Why, when I speak of God, you guys automatically put God church with it? Church is a business. And if the narcissist runs the God church, then the people are going to be hurt. The people are going to be manipulated. They're going to be gaslit. And it's going to be a whole bunch of things that's going wrong in there. And it's going to cause spiritual damage. It's trauma. Spiritual trauma. It's abuse. Dogmas. Preaching hellfire and brimstone and preaching an angry God is abuse. Your content as an influencer sends chills down my spine daily. I started sending these lives to my 2 sisters. We as a family need this type of energy. Thank you, Tanya. If you've come from, a narcissistic family, or you've been in a marriage or a relationship with a narcissist, you're just different. You're different because the whole time you don't know what the hell is going on. I didn't go to psychology school. I don't know about mental illness and labels. I don't know anything about that. But when I started doing my research and when I looked into DSM, there was my life somebody else had wrote down in a book. Oh, I know what that is. Oh, you go no contact. The people who teach narcissism say you go no contact. That's the best thing you could do with the narcissist. Oh my God, I've done that. I've done that. I went no contact. I didn't know that's what it was called. But I told him, I will never speak to you again. You're not allowed to speak to me. I won't come nowhere near you. Do not come back to this house. We're done. That's no contact. But I didn't read it in a manual. I did it on my own. The smear campaign ruined my reputation. Don't nobody believe me. I just gave up trying to explain it. It feels crazy. The reason why the smear campaign ruined you is because the narcissist was acting the whole time. Outside of the house, nobody really knows that narc like that unless it's the family that grew up in the house with the narc. But the narc wears the mask 24 hours a day. So people are not going to believe. People didn't believe me. People didn't believe me when I told my story. I was looking like a fool. They even said I lost my mind. I was brain damaged, though. I was. We sustained brain damage from being in an emotionally straining relationship with a person for years. There is brain damage that happens. And you say you gave up trying to explain. Me too. I got quiet. I don't want to talk anymore. I'm just done. I just went no contact. Nobody told me how to do it. It wasn't, I didn't see it in a book anywhere. I didn't know that was, I didn't even know, but I've done it all. I've done it all. I've done the gray rocking. I've done it all. OMG, Lady T, I'm sorry that happened to you. Stay up, my sister. Yeah, you can't, that smear campaign is serious and they all do it. This man went back, while I'm telling the truth about what happened to us, this man goes smear the shit out of me to the church world. It felt so bad. It felt so bad. I gave everything I had to him. I tried my best to love him. I tried my best to fix. I felt intuitively the brokenness of his inner child. That was the bond. That was the thing that kept us like this for all those years until I went no contact, not knowing that that's what that was. But the thing that binds the empathic person and a narcissist together is you intuitively feeling the brokenness of the inner child. I took your advice to do research, and it's fascinating to learn that one of the few reasons for those who become a narcissist is from early childhood experiences. It all goes back. It all goes back. As people say, you need to get over it. Hey, Marcus, his mom, like that, the Jezebel spirit, they jumped me and ran downtown and had me falsely arrested. The mother in his narcissist, that's a whole nother level. The son and the narcissistic mother. I want to tell y'all about the son and the narcissistic mother. The son hates his mother on a deep, deep level. But he takes everything that he wants to do to her out on you. That's why the main supply begins to be disrespected, mistreated in a relationship. You cut him off exactly how you should have. A lot of women believe that their man loves them even if he beat on them. I hope your message gets to them. Oh my God. Hey K-Star, thank you so much. Hope you've had a good day. Yeah, this was after 23 years. I don't want y'all to think that in 2 years I got up and left. That's not what happened. I did everything just like those women. Some people say women are just in love with a sorry man. It's not that. It's the very fact that your empathetic trait, your ability to empathize with your narcissist, intuitively, you know that there's a broken child there. Even though you didn't do it, his parent did it, or parents. That's what holds you there. And to turn your back, let me talk about this because a lot of people don't really talk about this. To turn your back on your narcissist. Sure, I've been wondering that. I had 3 men that hated their mother. Now I know, thank you. Yes. And if you get with them, they'll take it out on you. But Leaving your narcissist, closing that door emotionally. Closing that door emotionally feels like you're leaving a bleeding infant. Not only is the infant bleeding, but the infant is alone. You've not left any milk. And you know that they're not going to make it. That's what it feels like. It's hard for the empath to leave the narcissist. Because intuitively, spiritually, you know, even though you're not visualizing a broken inner child, that's not what you see. That's what you feel. Now they have illustrated, they have photos of it. You can see it now. Different artists are drawing it. They're drawing the narcissist coddled up, like in the corner of the wall and in a room by itself. That's them. That's them. That's what they're doing. That's what you feel. That's why you stay. That's why you pray. That's why you're holding on. You're waiting for them to change. And there will be no change. And even if they do something that seems like change, it's that much. It's that much. You go no contact, you leave, because if you don't, you're going to die. Your empathetic traits, like a candle, will be snuffed out. And you, the empath, can become very much narcissistic yourself. Now, I've never heard Dr. Romani say this, or some of the other people that I've listened to, but I had a conversation with a woman one day. She said she's positive that her husband is a narcissist. She's been with him 40-something years, and she said that she's going to stay. And she was telling me all of the abuses that she suffered with him. And she says, why does he treat me like that? So, this is what I think. I think part of the reason why they do it is because they are saying you can't be that stupid. I think there's a part of them that believe that they're helping you. They're helping you to put yourself first. I think that's what they believe. A part of them, because there's got to be some type of justification, like, as long as you let me cheat on you, as long as you let me talk to you like a dog, as long as you let me put you last, as long as you let me gaslight you, as long as you let me do nothing around here, then I'm going to do it until you wake up. I think they think that. I'm listening to your live and at work at the same time. Thank you so much, Ariel. I think that's what they do. That's why they're doing it. That man from Canada said that America doesn't understand that you have a child that's in charge of the country. And I think about my narcissist. You know how we just said that the narc punishes the main supply? And takes out on the main supply, the feelings subconscious wise that they have for the mother. I feel like with our president and his relationship or lack of with the parents, he could be projecting that onto the American people, that abuse. I hate you. I hate you. Mama and daddy and grandpa. I hate you for not listening to me. I hate you for not seeing me, and I hate you for mistreating me. They're going to take it out on somebody. What's the difference between the supplies? What do you mean? What's the difference? Oh, when I say main supply. Okay. So main supply would be like a wife. Other sources of supply would be friends or lovers. Anybody that they get validation and attention from is supply. Supply meaning that they are empty souls. They're not like us. Like literally, like me, like I'm the type of person that, oh my God, I can't wait to get home. And at the end of the day, by the time I get in my bed, I can't wait to just get in my own space by myself. You know, spend time with me. To think my thoughts and feel my feelings. I can't wait to do that, right? They're not like that. They're empty. They got to have chaos and confusion, a whole bunch of shit going on. My sister's husband became deacon of the church. Then when things became bad for them, the pastor of the church and the first lady had a meeting with her, telling her, what are you not doing? That's because he had told her their business. And the pastor and the first lady said to her, what are you not doing right at home? As if she was the problem, but he was a narcissist, and we found that out later. Right. But the church don't know about the narcissists, or they themselves are narcissists too. The church back in my day, they took up for my husband and villainized me. The main supply, I just want to say that my heart goes out to the main supply, because I know what I went through. I know what I went through. My mother apologized to me later on in life because she said, sure, I didn't know how to help you. But we do. We on this channel, we know that if you have a friend that's going through narcissistic abuse, just understand that if they've been with that narcissist over 2 or 3 years, that they are suffering from sensory nervous system overload and breakdown, and they have a certain level of brain damage. Just know that. It'd be so hard for them to get out that situation. It's just terrible. But anyway, y'all, kisses and hugs. I was not planning on coming live and having no no real conversation with y'all today, but I'm glad I did. But anyway, I'll see y'all on the next live. Kisses and hugs. Y'all have a good night. I think I'm gonna sit here and listen to some more music. I need to go live on TikTok. That's what I need to do, but I'm so scared. But anyway, Tanya and Lady T and Ariel, K-Star, Rich the Fish, Marcus, Richard. Y'all have a good night. See y'all the next time. Bye.